guys, it's Miss Rosario. So, everyone's been like hearing about the R. Kelly situation. It's been really saturated on the news. Everywhere you look or turn, everyone's talking about it. It's like the new thing. And then also, it's another actor who's been accused of, I guess, molesting or raping young teenage boys. Just like all this stuff going on. So, of course, if someone has OCD or anything like that or anxiety, that stuff heightens it because it's like you see this on the media. But what people don't understand is that, people who have obsessive compulsive disorder attaches to everything, even if it doesn't have anything to do with them. Like that R. Kelly case is a R. Kelly case, and his scenario is very unique to him. Just like, everyone's case scenario or why they did something or whatever occur is related to that individual. But when you have obsessive compulsive disorder, any type of obsessive compulsive disorder, I feel as though now I feel as though you don't completely understand who you are. You don't know who you are. You always doubt who you are. And if you get a thought, you don't know. So basically you are living in a double-minded brain, meaning you have this one part and this other part. And when you start to hear things about R. Kelly or in the media, you start to attach yourself to these things, although they're not accurate, And then you go back and process whatever happened in your history, and then you look for verification as to why that's true. So basically, you want to believe the lie, and it's like, why do I want to believe this lie? A lot of us OCD sufferers know it's a lie, but we want to believe the lie. I don't know why we want to believe the lie. I don't even know if it's where we want to believe the lie, but we're so easily influenced to believe the lie mentally, because if it's in our brain, then we think like, why will our brain lie to us? Ding, our brain lies to us all the time. It's not that it's lying to us, it's just that we get saturated with so much information throughout the day that we get flukes in our brain. Everyone gets these flukes. I heard stories where though some OCD sufferers thought they were killers. Some of them thought they will poison someone. Anyone who suffers with OCD, and it doesn't matter. Any OCD is bad. Like I used to be like, oh, if I had this OCD or that OCD, it doesn't matter what OCD a person has. They all are bad because your anxiety heightens, and they all are lies at the end of the day. But we don't know ourselves completely, and some of us don't feel like we deserve happiness after you done been influenced with all this negativity in your brain. All you want to do is stay home and crawl on the ball and go to sleep all day. I know what that feels like because that's all I wanted to do. And I couldn't really talk to anyone about it. It was really scary and dark for a long time. I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect. Excuse me, scratching my eye. However, I'm better and I have my moments, So it's all a learning process, and I'm still learning who I am. I'm still learning more about my condition, and I'm still trying to make sense of everything that happened. See, it's so much that happens. You just don't have that one obsessive compulsive disorder. And then they wonder why you always are needing assurance. A lot of us constantly as OCD sufferers or anxiety or trauma needs assurance. Why do you need that assurance? You never got it as a kid. Clearly, you don't know who you are because that part never was able to develop as a kid. I know me growing up, I constantly wanted my mom's attention. Constantly. She was too busy raising kids that she couldn't really give me attention or assurance that I was pretty or anything. She couldn't do it. So then I constantly, as an adult, still look for that assurance. And a lot of OCD sufferers do that. You just want assurance. Oh, assurance that I'm not a pedophile. Assurance that I'm not a killer. Assurance that I'm not going to go out and harm anybody. Like, you want that assurance. But that comes from within. So when therapists are working with you and they said they don't want to give you those assurances, because they want you to learn how to trust yourself. You have to start trusting yourself. And that is our biggest problem. We don't know how to trust ourselves. And we take the focus off of us and put it on others. And whatever another person is going through, we start to mimic and start to feel like that's us. With me, it was a problem because I always listened to the government. So when my OCD exacerbated, I thought, like, since I was the older child, oh shit, the government said if you're the older kid, you're going to turn into a pedophile. Not knowing all the ins and out, a detailed description of that's completely inaccurate. Or people hear that R. Kelly, he was molested, then he's now molesting others, or whatever the case may be. Oh, now, oh, that's R. Kelly, so if that happened to him, that's going to happen to me, or that's going to happen to someone else. It's inaccurate. That story belongs to him, and we don't know all the ins and outs of everyone's story. You know, you can't listen to other people's story and then draw a conclusion from their story to your story, because that's how we get sick and we get stuck in this cycle. You know, please leave your comments and feedback. Any comments is welcome. You know, if you want to add to the discussion, please do. I'm always trying to become more educated and more aware myself. And I just want this to be a safe environment and a non-judgment zone, because we are really suffering with some mental health conditions that we all are trying to make sense of. And it's not easy for us at all. Love y'all.